Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Limis. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Polls open back up today for the runoff election, which will determine the NMI'S next governor. Also tonight, a drug buy-bust operation leads to an arrest. And NMI'S takes gun threats seriously. In sports, a young soccer player with lots of hopes and dreams. Stay with us, we have these stories and more next.
On behalf of the Boost program, we want to congratulate you for taking the initiative to apply, but more so on your business plan and trying to provide services and goods here for the people of Florida. And hopefully this one here would be a start. And what we like to do is what we say is the first round. And I hope that this will help you jumpstart your kamikaze outdoors.
Yes, sir.
And we look forward for you to grow, and we'll be here to continue to support you. Look forward to it. Okay?
I'd like to thank Governor Torres, the Office of the Governor.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the WAMI and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Friday, November 18, 2022. The runoff starts this morning as voters head back to the polls to elect our next governor. Lines are stretched at the Multipurpose Center in Sisupi as voters return for the runoff election early voting period. The process is expected to be much quicker since there are only two choices on the ballots. Local media partners speak with some voters who tell us why it's important to cast their ballot.
Hey, I'm Ashley Pangilinan and I just voted. And everybody should vote because, you know, our island matters. Our community matters.
My name is Tiara De Leon Guerrero. I also just voted. And I don't know, I just think like this is the right that you have, so you should exercise it and, you know, pick the best candidate that you think is most aligned with you and where you see the CNMI going. You know, and also be respectful to each other, whether it's your party or not.
This is the third runoff election in the CNMI since the bill was signed into law. And while taking some time away from your day's agenda may be a hassle to some, these two voters say it's still important.
Nobody likes to wait in line, but I still want to have the opportunity. If we're going to vote again, then I want the opportunity to vote again. Yeah. So, yeah.
If anything, if they don't like doing the runoff, then they should change the law.
Jesus Guerrero Iglesias tells us he voted today to choose who he thinks will be a good leader. When asked what he thinks makes someone a good leader,
can provide for the people. Thank you.
the Torres Sablon ticket garnered 38% of the total votes in the general election, which was the highest among all three candidates. Republican Chairman James Addis says their strategy for this year's runoff election is still the same from the general election.
And again, we've been doing all the houses immediately right after the general election. And I am so proud with the team of the GOP that have been going out there since day one. And even up to now, they're still out there reaching out to people, and a lot of those felt about.
Over at the Independent Party camp, campaign manager Oscar Babauta says the push to double their numbers from the November 8 election is in the works.
Well, we have alternate people every day, both picking up voters and pushing out voters from their home, their work, primarily weekends tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. And that's where the hardest part is, getting these people out of their houses. I know that our people out there are busy in the weekend, preparing for the Thanksgiving next week. But I honestly and humbly, respectfully request all of them. This is a matter of, exercising your constitutional rights to come out and vote. And if you so decide that you wish changes, this is the time to do just that.
The Palacios Apateng tandem has received support from the NMI Democratic Party, creating a unique collision in the island's political history. Voters can continue to take advantage of the early voting period that will run until Thursday, November 24. The time to vote is between 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Multipurpose Center at Susupi. Runoff day is set for next Friday, November 25th, and voters can head to their respective polling sites at the schools or youth centers. For more information, you can call the Commonwealth Election Commission at 670-235-VOTE. The Department of Public Safety makes an arrest following a buy-bust operation. Let's take a listen. 41-year-old Jian Hao Yang is charged with possession and trafficking of a controlled substance. Yang appeared in Superior Court this afternoon for his initial appearance, with bail set at $100,000. According to court documents, the Drug Enforcement Task Force executed 2 separate sting operations involving Yang, who sold 23.8 gross grams of methamphetamine to a cooperating source. The estimated street value of the drugs amounts to almost $10,000. Superior Court Judge Joseph Camacho also signed a search warrant of Yang's residence, where authorities recovered another 3 grams of meth and a large sum of U.S. currency. Yang's preliminary hearing is set for November 23 at 10 a.m., followed by an arraignment on November 28. Yang is remanded back to the Department of Corrections. DPS encourages the public to call 911 anytime to report a crime or emergency. If you wish to remain anonymous, you can also call the Crime Stoppers hotline at 670-234-7272. Crime Stoppers pays up to $1,000 for any information leading to an arrest. If you or someone you know is struggling with drug addiction, you can always call the Hope Recovery Center at 670-323-HOPE. Today at Mariana's High School, classes came to a sudden halt as the school went into a lockdown. Milan Goodwin has this story.
This morning, Mariana's High School went into a lockdown, which included a bag search of every student. Yesterday evening, parents and students of MHS were sent an email containing a statement that says, "It has come to our attention that there is a post on social media circulating with a statement hearing that a student will bring a gun to school tomorrow. The school administration conducted an investigation, consulted the Department of Public Safety, and clarified that the post on social media was a mere rumor. The email informed parents and students that there would be increased law enforcement on campus, but classes would resume as usual. However, that was not the case, as this morning around 10 a.m., students were met with loud sirens indicating a lockdown. Christian is a freshman at MHS and recounts his experience during the lockdown.
As soon as we heard the bell, Mr. Benjamin told us to lock the doors, turn off the lights, and sit on the ground.
And did anything else happen during that time?
Not really. We just waited for the all clear siren, and the admin actually came to the room to search our bags.
Students Ingrid Malari and Trisha Sinka explain how the bag search was conducted.
They went to the room, they asked us to go out, and they searched our bags.
A junior at MHS, Kalia Lucinera, tells us how she felt during the lockdown.
I felt pretty nervous. I thought there was actually like a gun here, but overall I felt safe knowing that there were a lot of people here to keep us safe.
At around 1 o'clock today, Mariana's High School released a new statement that the lockdown was not due to a threat, but out of caution, the school held a shelter in place to allow for a sweep of the school with the Department of Public Safety present. MHS states that no weapons were found. The all clear was given at 12:10 p.m. today, and classes continued after a lunch break. Milan Goodwin for the Channel 2 News.
Farmers, fishers, and ranchers head down to the Bank of Saipan to apply for a special addition to the NMI Boost program. The Boost Fishers, Farmers, and Ranchers program, also known as Boost FFR, is designed to promote food and nutritional security by providing financial assistance to those in the trades. Today was day one for all FFR applicants.
My name is Pravir Shen. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm working in the Harman Bakery, Harman's Modern Bakery. I'm fishing only for my time. This money I am trying to buying my the fishing need, because my fishing need going to broke or something. So that's the one I have to do. This family things too. I like to do this for my family, for survive for these things.
So what can you say about the program? What do you think of it?
This program, I think, is good for everybody, and helping the government or NMI people for really like for this. It's good.
Fisherman Robert Smith says he heard about this program from some friends. How is this assistance going to help you?
I can buy me a new rod, and I can also buy me parts for my pickup.
And what do you think about the program all in all?
Scary.
The Boost FFR has two parts, the Subsistence Stimulus Program and the Commercial Sale and Trade. Those who fish, farm, or ranch for personal consumption can apply for the Subsistence Stimulus, which is up to $500. Applicants must show proof that they are in the trade. And for those who produce for sale and trade, they can apply for the Commercial Boost. Applicants would have to submit a cover letter, copy of a business license, letter of compliance, list of products and services, and a short business plan. The Saipan Chamber of Commerce and the Marianas Alliance of NGOs are there to help all applicants.
I think it's a great opportunity for the families, our community, to feed their family with what they already do, right? With fishing for their family, farming, or even ranching. So I think it's a really great opportunity. But outside of that, there's also the program where if you want to get into the business of selling your products, you can then apply. And so for that part of the FFR program, it really mirrors the small business aspect of the Boost program. So it's basically the same requirements, just restricted to just fishing, farming, and ranching.
The application period is open until December 18 and is subject to the availability of funds. Boost officials will be on Tinian this Monday, November 21 at the Tinian Public Library and on Rhoda Wednesday at the Mayor's office. Interested applicants can visit their website for more information. Stay with us for more news.
Earn while you learn. That's the idea behind the CNMI apprenticeship program. It matches individuals who want advanced job skills and companies who need skilled employees. Training also comes with a paycheck.
With the apprenticeship program, you spend 3 to 4 years, and in that period of time is when you're doing hands-on training. You're going to take career-based classes, and and at the same time you're earning while you're basically learning. So I thought it was a very, very good opportunity.
Every year we see a lot, hundreds of students that graduate from high school, and some of these kids don't know where to go. I mean, not everybody wants to go to a 4-year college, and I believe there's a lot of kids that like to work with their hands, and the apprenticeship program is really something that they should seriously consider.
The on-the-job training also comes with formal documentation that can be used elsewhere.
They receive a credential from the U.S. Department of Labor, so this is a certification where they can use it anywhere in the world that's recognized and for that particular occupation. So it really is just another option for many job seekers that are looking to get trained but not necessarily wanting to go to college.
The apprenticeship program allows them to learn while on the job, specifically for what their employer needs.
In the past, many of these skilled jobs have been outsourced. This program is about building local capacity. One regional company says they've seen real results on Guam and are now helping to spearhead the NMI program.
The field that we're in, there's not too many people on island that has the skills that we're looking for, and so we've always had to hire outside of Guam, outside of the CNMI. So with the 3 new apprentices that are now journeymen or journeymen now, we've been able to cut back on having to hire from off island. So we've kept, we've been able to start hiring locals instead, or people from the island, and train them up.
Layla Staffler helped write legislation to address NMI labor needs.
Apprenticeships are important for developing our workforce, and all of our businesses out there that are needing skilled labor especially really should be interested in an apprenticeship program, because that's where they will develop, or that's where we can develop our workforce so that we can have skilled labor on island. And it also creates, pathways to financial independence for the community, people to have skills so that they can work and build their careers and their own personal finance. But for employers in particular, we did include tax incentives in the bill to help with that decision that they have to make, but also connecting them directly with the Department of Labor to avail of all of the resources that they have that is supposed to be there to help develop the workforce.
The program is in its infancy, and the CNMI Department of Labor says they will help companies with a lot of the legwork.
One thing that I've learned about the business sector is that every minute is like $1. CNMI Department of Labor does a lot of the legwork when it comes to the apprenticeship program. And we have great partner with both educational institutions, NMC and NMTech.
Those organizations support the program with both coursework and outreach.
Northern Marianas College partners with CNMI Department of Labor as well as NMTech and PSS. Altogether, we kind of established the Registered Apprenticeship Program. CNMI DOL houses the program. They deal with the registration. Northern Marianas College, we handle more of marketing and outreach. We just provide support any way we can in spreading awareness to the community.
After a company enrolls with Department of Labor and NMC, Northern Marianas Technical Institute is a registered education training provider. So once all the course descriptions gets out, the apprentice then comes to NMTech to take some classes.
NMTech currently offers training modules in 4 courses: culinary arts, automotive technology, hotel and restaurant, and construction trade.
When people go through this program, the employers are going to have better employees, and that will help them move forward with whatever they're trying to do. Private, nonprofit, whatever. We need skilled workers, and this is one way to get them. And it actually helps them as individuals.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
This amount is a big help for JC, and we struggle in a few years, and this one I want to bring back the old JC Cafe.
Two, helping our environment prosper.
2. Upang palakasin ang ating pamayanan.
地元のビジネスとのつながりの継続.
2. Continue giving opportunities to people with disabilities.
2. The continuous maintenance of our resilient community.
संबंध निर्माण करना.
2. Encourage healthy competition.
Siguari as cause rather followers.
2. Preserve our culture.
To ride together.
Afide Antiro. My name is Ralph Anthony De Leon Guerrero Torres. Please vote number 2 on the ballot. Susmasi, Giliso, Holloway, and thank you.
Afide Antiro. My name is Vinny Flores Sablan, and I humbly ask for your vote of confidence in this upcoming runoff election. Number 2 on the ballot.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. Great weather makes the NMI a premier beach destination, but high sea levels have unearthed some unwelcome obstacles. Our Milan Goodwin has more.
Just in front of the Hyatt, severe erosion has uncovered sharp metal. It can be seen at low tide, but it's hidden underwater at high tide, which could make it even more dangerous for beachgoers who enter the water here. The Marianas Visitors Authority has been asked to help, and yesterday said that a survey was done this week and work will commence early next week. MVA says that the Marianas Island Nature Alliance will help with the project, and it will involve clearing out this downed tree and removing the sharp metal. Scientists say that 3 years of the La Niña weather pattern has contributed to the rise in sea levels we are seeing, and that this has contributed to some of the erosion we're seeing in low-lying areas. La Niña means the wind blows ocean from South America across the Pacific and pushes the water up, meaning we have higher ocean levels in our region for extended periods of time. Higher water levels combined with storms and throw in a high tide or two, and low-lying beach areas can get eroded quickly. Milan Goodwin for the Channel 2 News.
Kobe, the Japan home of the famous Kobe beef, is hosting professional tennis this week, and an NMI gold medalist is on a mission. Our Chris Nelson reports from Japan.
With direct flights from Saipan and high-speed trains available on arrival, Japan is now readily accessible. Kobe is about 3 hours by Shinkansen from Tokyo Station. Sit on the right side of the train from Tokyo, and if you look out the window, you'll see a nice view of Mount Fuji. Kobe is vibrant, rebuilt, and improved since the devastating 1995 earthquake, and this week it's playing as the autumn host for the ATP Challenger Tour, a series of international men's professional tennis tournaments. Challenger Tour events are the second highest tier of tennis competition behind the ATP Tour. Pros are playing here at the Bourbon Beans Dome in Hyogo Prefecture. Tennis dome framed nicely by the beautiful fall colors. The facility is part of the Mickey Disaster Management Park and was opened in 2007. It has hosted Fed Cup and Davis Cup competitions, and it has both indoor and outdoor courts. NMI gold medalist Colin Sinclair is one of those getting into the swing of things.
The first round qualies today in a pretty cool venue, the best indoor facility I've ever played in Kobe, Japan this week, and yeah, hopefully I can get a first round win and go on the next round.
Players are here looking for wins, and those translate into ranking points. Those who succeed on the ATP Challenger Tour can earn sufficient ranking points to become eligible for main draw or qualifying draw entry at ATP Tour tournaments. Players on the Challenger Tour are usually young players looking to advance their careers or former ATP players looking to get back into the big tour. Today's match pits Sinclair against Ryo Taro Taguchi, a 22-year-old up-and-coming Japanese player with a tough all-around game. Sinclair starts off with some warm-ups and overheads, then some return of serves. Ball boys and ball girls get some last-minute tips from the head official. Very important to get all stretched out for these big matches. Coin flip determines who serves first. And then we're underway. First set action, Sinclair and Taguchi banging it out from the baseline. Sinclair gets a short ball and is going to go down the line. Taguchi on defense but gets it back. And Sinclair is going to put it away for the winner. More first round action here. Sinclair's in a battle. Players are on serve, and we are headed for a tiebreaker, and Sinclair is going to take the first set. Second set action, Taguchi starts to make a run with some great shot making. Taguchi goes up in the set, but Sinclair's going to use his big serve to get right back into the thick of things. 6-6. Second set going into tiebreaker again. It's the first one to 7 points here. You have to win by 2. Yeah. Match point for Sinclair. 7-6, 7-6. Sinclair is going to take the match, and he advances to play the following day. How you feeling?
Yeah, tired. Used a lot of nervous energy, but happy to win. Happy that you came out. Happy I got it.
That guy was really good. He seemed to take a lot of your power and
just
and
neutralize it. Yeah, I felt like every time I went big into him, he came back with a better ball. So yeah, I'm just thankful I served well and I go through it.
There isn't much time to celebrate. Each match from here gets tougher and tougher, but there's always time for kids, and both players take a few minutes to share some ink and some photos with the young fans. At the Bourbon's Beans Dome in Kobe, Japan, Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We have sports up next.
Need a new phone? Trade in now and get up to $500 off our best 5G devices. Trade in your older phone in any condition and step up to better savings and speeds only our 5G network can provide. Check out our website and catch up on the best mobile experience. Trade in now. Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Half of the Boost program, we want to award you on the application that you did, and we look forward for a very successful contribution to hear for the people enrolled.
Yeah, I know you came for us. So.
Thank you. Congratulations.
These are my staff for my daycare. I really wanna fix the backside for the kids there in order for them to play good, but you know, I'm happy because at least the governor came and help us. At least he's helping the people. Yes, I want to thank for the Boost and of course the governor.
My doctor gave me the pills, so they must be safe, right?
If taken exactly as prescribed, short-term use can be safe, but painkillers have real risk. Misusing an opioid painkiller can cause serious harm, including addiction and death, and misuse can happen quite easily. Make sure you never mix them with alcohol, antidepressants, sedatives, or sleep aids. And if you are prescribed an opioid, you need to tell your doctor about any other drugs, including herbal supplements that you are taking. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
2. Helping our environment prosper.
2. Upang palakasin ang ato pamayanan.
地元のビジネスとのつながりの継続
2. Continue giving opportunities to people with disabilities.
2. The continuous maintenance of our resilient community.
संबंध निर्माण करना
2. Encourage healthy competition.
Si wari askos rada followers.
2. Preserve our culture.
To ride together.
Afide Antiro. My name is Ralph Anthony de Leon Guerrero Torres. Please vote number 2 on the ballot. Susmasi, Giliso, Holloway, and thank you.
Afide Antiro, my name is Vinny Flores Sablan, and I humbly ask for your vote of confidence in this upcoming runoff election. Number 2 on the ballot.
I'm Lovin' It takes on new meaning this December 3rd at the McDonald's Golf Classic held on the East Course at Lau Lau Bay on Saipan. Find out more at the McDonald's main office or online at mcdonaldsguamandsaipan.com. 6 a.m. show and 7 a.m. go. Shotgun start, medal play format, hole-in-one prizes that will make you cheer. Hole it and drive home a new car, Lexus, Nissan, Hyundai, all with keys nearby. So don't leave it short. Who's your caddy? And it's all for a good cause. The tournament benefits the Jose and Ruri Azuzu Foundation. McDonald's Golf Classic 2022, December 3rd at Lau Lau Bay.
This portion is being brought to you by McDonald's. At McDonald's, I'm loving it.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under sea NMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
The Tan Su Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
And for the KSPN Sports Report, tonight we introduce you to another young athlete who has a kick for sports. Let's meet our KSPN young star.
You can overcome anything if and only if you love something enough. A quote from Lionel Messi.
Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
Our young star for tonight is a 17-year-old soccer player. Here is Dane Hodges.
Hi, my name is Dane Hodges and I am 17 years old.
And what sport do you play?
I play football or soccer.
Dane has been playing soccer for his whole life and is a goalkeeper. Dane was a part of the NMI national soccer team in 2019, and he currently plays for Montanza in the Men's B League. In 2019, Dane traveled with the NMI national soccer team to Indonesia.
I represented NMI at the AFC U15 tournament that was hosted in Indonesia, and I was given the opportunity to play against Indonesia.
Despite the NMI team's loss in Indonesia, Dane was honored to even have the chance to play.
Well, having the opportunity to represent our island on an international stage against players that are going to be professionals is definitely very cool.
Dane says that he is grateful for all of the opportunities and life lessons that soccer has brought him.
Well, my teams have won the leagues here a couple times. We've beaten Guam a couple times, it's always great to beat your rivals. And just having that opportunity to be able to go out and play against professional players is an honor.
Dane finds that goalkeeper in particular is a challenging job because it is so different than all the other positions.
Being goalkeeper to me has always been intriguing. You're not running around, it's kind of the odd man out when you play football. The soccer IQ you need to have to play the position is very important and very underrated, and that's one of my strengths.
Goalkeeping didn't always come so easy to Dane, but over time he learned new skills on the pitch.
Well, when I first joined, I wasn't very good at positioning myself in the goal. My reaction times weren't as fast, but you learn to be very calm and very collective in the goal. You can't panic. You need to have that sort of calmness about you.
Dane is also appreciative of the leadership abilities he has gained through soccer.
The goalkeeper is definitely one of the more leadership positions because you are able to see the whole field and you can command players around, so you definitely need to have a keeper that is able to bring his voice out and spread the word of what's going on the pitch.
Dane graduated from Marianas High School last year and is currently a student at the Northern Marianas College. Dane aims to one day attend college in the States, where he can continue his passion for soccer.
Well, I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay here for, but I hope to one day be able to play college soccer in the States.
Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
Freshness. It's the overall reason beer drinkers choose draft beer. And that's the reason Godfather's is making a serious commitment to offering their customers a full lineup of draft beer on tap. Choose from Lagunitas IPA, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, Lost Coast Downtown Brown Ale, Fat Tire, Blue Moon, and more. All competitively priced. Godfather's Bar now serving the island's widest selection of ice cold beer right from the tap. Godfather's Bar, where everybody's family.
And for the KSPN weather report, partly cloudy with isolated showers, east winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with isolated showers, east wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. High 88, low 78, the humidity 75%. Tomorrow, partly sunny with scattered showers, east wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. High 88, low 77. The marine forecast, combined seas of 5 to 7 feet, will slowly fall to between 4 and 6 feet on Saturday. Meanwhile, a weak trade wind through will bring scattered showers to the region this weekend. East wind 15 knots, wind waves 3 feet, northeast swell 5 to 7 feet. The sunrise will be at 6:20 a.m., high tide 3:55 p.m., low tide 10:31 p.m., and the sunset 5:44 p.m. And that does it for our Friday edition of the news, sports, and weather here in the Commonwealth. As always, we thank you so much for watching the Channel 2 News. We hope you have a great night and a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.